you haven't heard already, there were multiple attacks yesterday. The one in particular that we're going to be discussing today is the New Orleans attack, where a truck decided to drive through a crowd of people. The man is deceased that was behind the wheel, and I'll go into that story more in the next video. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, that video will come out in just a little while. I just wanted to gather all the information for that. But let's go ahead and jump into what I wanted to talk about right now for this video, and that is the protest that were held yesterday. So we have this from this account here, America Papa Bear. He's just the account that I decided to pull the video from. No one in particular, I don't know exactly who he is. So breaking news, a massive crowd of Hamas supporters have taken over downtown Manhattan, NYC, calling for a global intifada. So we have multiple videos about that, and I'll be playing those videos for us today. So 12 hours from the tragedy in New Orleans and Las Vegas, and these people are doing this. Do they have no shame? The enemy is already here. So these people, in response, it seems there isn't a whole lot of news coverage covering this. That's why I wanted to make a video about this, because this is the same day that we had multiple people die from an Islamist terrorist. He had an ISIS flag. The FBI initially said that he didn't have anything to do with terrorism, and then they retracted that statement. They said, okay, it was in fact a terrorist attack. And here these people are chanting for Hamas and Palestine, which I don't really care about your debates about Palestine and Israel. I could not care less. That Israel can do what they want. I don't care. We shouldn't be funding it, is my position. But the fact that we have people here that are advocating for Palestine and Hamas, that should not be allowed. Anyone calling for global intifada, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically killing the infidels. They want people that don't follow their way of thinking, their religion, to die. That's what intifada means. So when they call for global intifada, they're calling for the Muslim majority to rise up and take over. That is essentially what they're calling for. So that is a call to violence, and that should not stand. We should not be allowing that in this country. Every single person in this protest chanting that, arrested and deported if they are not citizens. Absolutely disgusting behavior from these people. This should not be allowed in this country. This should not be going on in this country. We have this video here. We have a video. This is 43rd and Broadway. This was earlier yesterday, or it might have been today. It was posted today, at least. So either today or yesterday that this was happening. So let's play this video.
Resolution! Intifada revolution! New Year's resolution! Intifada revolution! Resolution!
So if you can't hear what she's saying in the video, she's saying New Year's resolution, intifada revolution, and she's getting the crowd to chant that, which there's probably a lot of people that don't even know what the word intifada means. They're just chanting just to chant because they're a bunch of useless idiots. But I don't care. I don't care if they know what that word means or not. They should be arrested, because you cannot call for global intifada. You cannot call for an intifada revolution. That is insurrectionist. If I would go as far to say, you are literally calling for the overthrowing of the global governments. That should just not be allowed. And not to mention that, I shouldn't say that. To mention and to reiterate, this is following the terrorist that killed 15 people. A terrorist killed 15 people. Instead of getting protest or, groups gathering in support of these families, we get this. We get groups of people calling for global intifada. It is absolutely disgusting, absolutely abhorrent behavior. Anyone participating in this should face consequences. I don't know what those consequences should be, but if they're not supposed to be here, deport them. And if they are American citizens, probably jail them. This is absolutely disgusting. I mean, you can see all these people. This is following the attack, and they're protesting for Palestine and Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organization similar to ISIS, so it feels like they're supporting this guy. I don't know how else you can perceive it. They're chanting for Hamas and global intifada revolution and stuff like that, following an idealistic terrorist, killing people. I don't know how else you're supposed to perceive that. All of these people, in my opinion, are in support of what happened, and they should face consequences. We have this other video from Fox News here. This is basically all the reporting I can find on this, really. But here's another video from the crowd. I'll link it down below if you can't hear it that well. I'm gonna be quiet for this because my audio sucks. So it's an individual in the crowd arguing with people. We know who our enemies are. And then this lady starts chanting, "Go back to Europe." These people want to take our country from us. That's why they're here. They are taking advantage of our freedom of speech. They're taking advantage of our goodwill. They're taking advantage of us, and they're using it to their they're using it as a strength. They're using it as a way to get at us. They're gonna slowly take this country if we don't stop them. They take advantage of our goodwill and our good nature, and with that, they use it for their own purposes. And if we don't do something about it, if we just keep letting this happen, we keep letting people calling for Intifada revolution, we won't be much better off than the UK right now. And if you don't know what's going on in the UK, there's so much going on there. I will likely make a video about it later today or tomorrow. There was an individual, Elon Musk tweeted about him. I believe his name's Tommy Robinson. He was arrested after pointing out all the groomer and rape gangs going around the UK. He was arrested and charged with lying and defamation or something, when he's not lying. He's telling the truth, and now he's in prison for telling the truth. So we're not far off from that. We're not far off from me calling this out could land me in prison at some point in the future. That's where we're heading if we don't stop, guys. So, you know, stay informed, point these things out when you see them, and you just should not condone this. None of us should be condoning this. They're actively supporting this terrorist attack, in my opinion. Absolutely disgusting. And that's about all I have for you guys today on this topic. There isn't much news surrounding this, even researching it. The only people reporting it is like news sites in Israel. Fox had the one video, but there's no article. Most of the information is from Twitter and videos on Twitter. So if there is more to the story, I'll update you guys, but that seems like it's about it. I don't think there'll be anything else added to this. But if you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe today. And I will be posting more stuff throughout the day. There's a lot of news to get through. So if you want to stay informed and stay up to date with what's going on in the United States and around the world, subscribe to Tyler Today News. Thank you for watching.